Hello there and welcome back once more to Mommy's Yum. My name is Chioma. Today I'm going to be making turkey tomato stew. So basically this stew is going to be made using just tomatoes, tomato puree, onion, ginger, garlic and some other seasonings. Sometimes I just prefer not to use peppers in my stew. And also, as you keep on watching, you see how I make my stew. I don't fry for long and I add something to it to help to cut out the sharp taste of tomatoes in my stew. So if this is something that you like to see, keep on watching. And also don't forget to subscribe to Mommy's Yum, please. Give this video a thumbs up before we start and support Mommy's Yum to grow. So I'm going to start by cutting my tomatoes, onions, ginger and garlic. I'm just going to cut them into pieces just to make it easy for me to blend it in my blender. So after cutting it, I'm going to blend it. So I just added my garlic and then I'm blending everything. And then I'm going to pour it into a pot once it's done and cook my tomato until the liquid is dried up. As you can see, the water in the tomato has dried up. I'm now adding my tomato puree and I'm going to mix them all up together. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to add about half a teaspoon of baking soda into my tomatoes. What the baking soda does is to help cut out the sharp taste of the tomatoes. So instead of frying my tomatoes for long, I add baking soda to it and it cuts out that sharp taste and it makes me not to fry my tomatoes for long. If you haven't tried this, please give it a try and don't forget to tell me the results in the comment section below. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to add my oil and then fry my tomatoes. I'm not going to fry it for long, as I said earlier. So as it's frying, I'm going to add my seasonings to it. I've got my curry powder. I'm going to add my Italian seasoning, which is a mix of thyme, oregano and rosemary, and then I'm going to add some nutmeg. Do you add nutmeg to your stew? If you do, please leave a comment below and tell me. And just allow the stew to just fry for a bit. The next thing I'm going to do is to add my stock. And then I'm going to add some water to it as I don't have enough stock, and then stir my stew. The consistency of your stew will depend on how you like it. If you like a thick stew, you can leave it like this. If you want it to be more fluidy, you can also add some more water to make it like that. And then I'm going to add my turkey. This is my air fried turkey from the video I did earlier. You can see the link in the description box, or I think I'll put it up there for you to see the link of the air fried turkey that I made. As you can see, the turkey was well seasoned, so all the seasoning will go into the stew. That is part of the reason why I don't like adding too many seasoning to my stew. By the time I finish adding my turkey, I'm going to allow it to simmer, and then I'm going to check for taste and then add other seasoning and salt if needed. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm covering my pot and I'm going to allow it to cook. Get it to simmer very well. The next thing I'm going to do is to add my basil leaves. I love the taste of basil in my stew. If you don't have basil leaves, you can use a scent leaf, or that's in chow, or a firin, or you can also use a curry leaf. It's been a long time I saw that curry leaf. There's the curry leaf that you can also use. I'm adding it in leaves like this because I don't want it chopped up inside my stew. So it's just the leaf that I will put in there, allow it to simmer with my stew, and voila, our stew is done. This is a real good stew that you can use for your kids. You can also put in their lunch boxes if you want them to carry maybe rice and stew, or potato and stew, plantain and stew to school. Or you can mix this up with rice, pasta, couscous, and make jollof out of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up here, and see you in my next video. Bye.